Alright, so as someone who has built my own PC and built other PCs more than I could probably count at this point over many years, I'm always on the lookout for well-designed products. So far this one seems to live up to that in terms of features and such. I'm going to install this and have to come back and report back if there's a problem, because really it comes down to the long-term usage, and obviously doing a review a year or 2 years down the road isn't typically the way it works. So we're taking a look at this in terms of features and function in just a brief testing, and then we'll go with the install sometime, hopefully very soon once time permits, and then report back if there's any problems. So I don't really have any issues or dislikes, but there is one potential problem that some people may run into, and we'll talk about that. And otherwise, I'll show you what it looks like when it is running, so you can see the illumination a little bit, and you can hopefully maybe be able to get an idea of the degree of sound output. It's relatively low. You've got a 1500 RPM fan putting out just over 40 cubic feet of air per minute and about 25 decibels of sound. Nice thing about it though, it is a nice looking fan that doesn't make a lot of noise, looks good when it's lit up, and has a few additional features that usually cost a little more. Comes with a 2-year warranty, and it is a 120mm. It is 25 millimeters thick. That may pose a problem for some people depending upon what application you're trying to use this for. But the main thing that may be a problem is the closed-in design. As you can see, sometimes people need to be able to have access for different reasons depending upon mounting and such. And so this could pose a problem, but it does give this a nice look, and it tends to give it a little bit nicer quality feel. What I particularly like about this is the use of the dampening on the 4 corners. That's really nice. It's on both sides. The blades have a little bit, I don't know how well you can see it, but a little bit of a design here. I believe that's probably related to noise reduction. So your LED ring, of course, you can see, and this one is in the color blue. You do have a typical 4-pin connector, but they include an adapter. And what I like about this one, a lot of adapters are white, so they stand out, whereas this one, excuse me, it matches the fan, the cables and everything. It's black, so that was a nice thing to see. Of course, that plugs in, and you can use a standard Molex connector to power this. Your screws, of course, are black instead of silver. Again, that's nice. That's not necessarily a major thing, because a lot of them do use black screws, but it's the adapter where they usually fail to match. So everything's matching, so you've got good looks. Also, the plastic here, when you put a screw into this type plastic, some of the, well, mostly with the clear fans, but some of the plastics on these fans tend to kind of like spider web crack, I guess you would say, like little tiny fractures and such. You'll hear it cracking as you're screwing it down. Basically what happens there is, over time, if you're using this for a long term, you can get issues where that becomes damaged and less effective in terms of holding the actual fan in place very securely, and this isn't going to be an issue because of the type of plastic used, so that's nice. So just real quick as an example, I've got this little adapter here that lets me plug into, there's 18 LEDs. So it's fairly bright, it has a really nice look about it. I really think this is a nice looking fan, and I do hope that it lasts for a long time. So there you go. I just wanted to kind of give you a real quick overview. If you want more specifics, more details and such, different color options, check out the link below, and you can see there's QR code here, some information provided, and the specifications and such. But again, you can go ahead and check this out on the website. Now, I did want to show you this. I just thought about this. I said this is like, I said 4-pin. This is the 3-pin version. There is a 3-pin and a 4-pin listed, and I'm typically just used to saying 4-pin, so I apologize. But you've got your 3 pins there, and then your adapter that utilizes 2 of those 3 pins. So I just wanted to make that clear. I apologize about that. It just occurred to me looking at the back here and being reminded. So by any means, like I said, this is just going to be used as a supplemental fan. I have quite a bit of fans, but I wanted a relatively quiet fan, and I like the features this offered, and this will blend in better with what I was looking for in the all black, including the adapter, as opposed to having one of the white adapters, which is what I've been using with the other fans. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I wanted to show you, just I guess check back, look for information either across the video at the start or below the video at a later date, and we'll see how the long-term durability of this fan turns out. But it does have a 2-year warranty, so keep that in mind. Okay?